Hey YouTube, it's Chris with the Martial Alchemy channel, and we are on the third video on the Beijing short form, talking about application and usefulness for sparring, for training, and for self-defense. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so today we are covering brush knee and push step. So we're going to just go ahead and take a just a normal hey, I don't want to fight position. That's kind of the best way to break this down and to think about this first. I want my weight to go onto my back leg in this case, and my hands are going to be up. It's kind of like a defensive posture. Hey, I don't want to fight. Looks really passive, right? So what I'm going to focus on doing is I'm going to shift my weight to my back leg, which is turned out at a 45-degree angle. This gives you a wide base of movement, a lot of stability in this leg. So my hand's up in this position. I actually have my weight shifted to my lead leg, and I'm going to be able to shift my weight back just a little bit. It gives me a couple extra inches that are kind of hard to perceive unless a person's done a lot of training and knows their range really, really well. And as I do that, this hand is going to cover my center line, so it's going to drop down in front of my face as my left hand comes across the body. So this is sitting back into this back leg. This is that brush knee part. Now, when I train this in my classes, we really focus on a lot of leg development and low stances, where I'm going all the way down here, dropping past my knee. I'll actually do this pretty quick as I typically train this, drop down and cover this direction, covering this knee. You absolutely don't need to do that. We're going to go into why you would do this, why you wouldn't do this in just a little bit. But I like training low because it's going to develop the leg strength. So drop down as much as you're capable. If you can drop down really low, go for it. But we'll go this medium pace or height today. This other hand is covering, like covering your head, this position. I'm sitting to my back leg, so this one pulls back in, and that's allowing me to step this foot because now there's no weight on it. It's floating and free. It's going to go heel out. We've covered this in the previous Tai Chi videos. The heel's going to go down first, and I'm going to be rocking my body weight forward as I do that. I want to time that with my hands, so as I rock back, my hands are in this position. This hand's going to pull down. This one's going to rise up, so they're working in opposition. This will come into play later. I'm going to step the heel out, and I'm going to rock into position like so. Then, doing this as a walking drill, we gather this back foot, we turn it, we turn this foot, and then we practice the same thing on this side. So this is the hand that's down. We bring it in. They work in opposition. We step out at a 45, the heel goes down, and then we rock forward, doing that press. And then again, the walking drill, this foot's going to turn in, this one's going to turn out a little bit, turn the body. This hand's already down in this position. We work the hands in opposition, and then we press out. We can do that one more time. Hands work in opposition, and then step out. And again, I'm not going to go into the extreme details of this. We've covered that in some of the other Tai Chi videos. We don't want to make this an instructional. We want to show you application for this. So again, I'll just demonstrate one more time. Sit back, cover, and then rock out this direction. Now we're going to change the sides, pressing through this direction. Change the sides, pressing through, change the sides, and then pressing through, like so. Now let's get Mike out here and let's talk application. Okay, let's talk about power generation, how to do this in application. So first we take Mike and we hit him in the head with a large metal ball. Now, this is just a quick demonstration. It made me think about this. I was talking about this, prepping for this video. It's like doing a shot put. So I actually did throwing in college. Put ball on head. You do spin a couple times. You plant this leg down and you rock your body forward using your hips and generate force, driving the shot put out, just like doing that. Please don't hit the wall, please don't hit the wall, please don't. There we go. All right, so we're going to do the exact same thing, only instead of the shot put, we're doing our hand to Mike's face. It's great fun. So we're going to start out with basic application for this one. Nice and simple. Again, we're going to take that position of, hey, I don't want to fight. So facing you, my hands are going to be up. Now this is, I talk about this all the time, my guard will set up the probability the person's going to do an attack. My hands are like this. Mike ain't going to do a big haymaker. He can't. Right? He's not. How is he going to haymake around this position? It doesn't make any sense. He's going to go a straight line strike towards my face. It can be straight, it can be hook, it doesn't matter what it is. I know the direction of motion that person is most likely going to throw an attack, either left or right. It's not going to matter. And that's what's really important when it comes to application is I want to train my skill, my technique against whatever he throws. So in my mind, when I'm practicing this, it's not a Mike throws a right punch. I will demonstrate that for you guys, but in my mind, it doesn't matter if it's left, right. It's a thing coming at me, and I'm going to do the technique. And so it shouldn't really matter. That's a hard thing to get across, but it's important. So he gives me, in this case, he's going to give me a right. I parry this down as I'm moving my body to the outside. I'm shifting my weight back, and this hand is now up here to defend. I'm pressing this at the same time. I'm going to push this out of the way, which is going to make that a little bit harder for him to throw. And I'm also keeping this hand up in case he does throw that strike. So it's defending here, it's defending here. I want to block off this elbow because I am going to be traveling forward and I don't want to meet that along the way. So I'm going to have this nice and loose, right? So if I need to, I can cover here. If I need to, I can trap this down. The arm is just kind of dead weight over top of his arm, pressing it out the way because I'm going to now sit forward and I'm here. And as I sit forward, again, I'm putting my heel down. That's the first part. So just dropping from this position, all I'm going to do, back weighted stance, just watch this real quick. I'm going to step. I'm not putting any weight on it. Notice what's happening to my structure. He's already breaking down. This is all happening in a flash. So if Mike throws that strike, it's here, and I'm already starting to shift forward. As I shift forward, I'm now going to trap through here, and then this hand is going to come, boom, like that shot put, driving into this position. Let's do it again. And again, it doesn't matter if he does left or right. You're going to stay with this hand. I'm going to cover. I'm going to cover this hand, make sure that I don't get hit, and then I'm going to step in and I'm going to, boom, throw him like a shot put. So either hand, he throws punch, boom, trap it, cover it, fall in on it, boom, through, or he does the other hand, same thing. Now I need to be mindful of this hand, trap it, cover it, and then drive through. Now let's talk about kicks. Kicks. If Mike throws a low kick, this is actually something that you can practice this. If he throws a kick to this back leg, I can focus on dropping down like I was describing earlier. Kick to my leg, I'm here. I'm parrying this down out the way. He kicks my leg, I'm here, I'm parrying this down out the way. That is a thing you can practice. I don't recommend it. A lot of people I know wouldn't recommend this. He throws kick, I'm probably going to parry with my leg. I'm going to shin block this, I'm going to move, I'm going to deflect it, I'm going to try and stop him along the way. That's my preferred way of doing it. It's 100% a thing you can do is parry those with your hands, but I don't recommend it. Now if he does a high kick to the body, he does a roundhouse kick, a front kick, or whatever, 100% I'm going to parry that. And that's going to look like this. So as he kicks, I'm going to trap this, the heel. I'm going to fall down on it, becomes dead weight, catch it, and hook underneath. Now, this hand, I call this technique climbing the ladder, by the way. So he kicks 1 rung, 2 rung, 3 rung, right through there. And go slow with this again. Here, 1. I'm sitting back, giving myself a little bit of time and hollowing. Because his leg is longer than my arm, I'm going to have to hollow, scoop this thing out of the way, cover this arm, and then come in and smash him in the face. So we're here, go for it. 1, 2, and then we're in this position through for 3. Again, that roundhouse kick, side kick, doesn't matter. It's direction, motion, thing coming towards my body, hollow, clear, and smoosh the face. So again, if it's a higher kick, you can absolutely do this. Let's look at grabs real quick. So if Mike does grab, so he says, grab this arm. This positioning, so 1, as I'm coming through here, I'm going to strip this hand free. I'm going to break out from the weak point right at his arm. I'm also going to give him something along the way. So if he really means to do harm and like smash me and pull me into this technique, I'm going to cover with this arm at the same time, and I'm going to actually change my line. Now this is important. We oftentimes will see, oh, form is this position, so I have to be in this position. Watch what I do in this case. I'm actually going to change my angle entirely. I was there, now I'm over here, and now I'm actually pulling back at this 45-degree angle, and when I strip my arm free, I'm snapping down right into the muscle right on top of his forearm where there's a cluster of nerves. Mike felt that one. And then this arm is now floating up and free, right there to the temple. So it's the same concept of smoosh down out the way and go, but you're going to be changing your angle. This drop step, the sitting into the back leg and pulling in, I can do that in any given position. So if just theoretically, he grabs on, and I want to, for whatever reason, move this direction, 100% I can do that, strip it, and then go through here. If I want to, as I just did, drop step, step over here, pulling into that empty step, and now I'm free to do a smoosh in this position. All that's fair game. All right, so those are just a handful of ways that you can use this in practical application. This is one of those things that I I review all of my sparring matches on the regular, and this is one of those things I consistently do. It's like, oh, hey, there's that thing. Oh, here, there's that thing. I see my students doing it all the time too. So it's actually one of these things that, like, practice it and it becomes really, really useful. You see it come up all the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it's useful. We got the workout coming up after this. Stay tuned for that. And if you guys are enjoying this, we've got a lot of positive feedback so far in this interesting view of Tai Chi. Be sure to leave a comment below if this is something that you're practicing in your own. Okay, so let's get at the workout for this one. Remember, we're going to focus on having the hands work in opposition, one hand coming high, one hand coming low. Then they're going to switch positions as they're moving in, stepping in as we cover, and then we're going to strike up in the circular upwards fashion like so. So we're going to parry down, parry across, and then coming in underneath. Let's go at it. 45 seconds on. 1, 2, turn the body, parry down or pat down, controlling, and then sliding up in this upwards fashion with the hand. Speed up a little bit. It's almost like throwing a shot put. Again, whole body is moving in one unit. I step out, I drive my body weight, rocking into the heel. All right, that's one side. We're going to go ahead and switch to the other side. So now I'm going to put my weight on my back foot, which is my left in this case. I'm going to parry down with the lead right, and I'm going to do my strike with the left. We're going to do 2 times through on each side. Here we go. And parry down, step out, strike up underneath. Parry down, up. Hands working in opposition, flowing together. Stepping back, gathering, stepping in and striking. Be fluid in the movement. Turning from the waist, stepping with the foot, using the step as a point to drive into. Again, as we're practicing this, focus on that heel down first and roll in to generate the power for that strike. All right, back to the other side. We're halfway done. 3, 2, here we go. Parry, parry, go. Keeping everything tight. Got Mike the camera guy holding all of our stacks that we use to keep Bob in place so that Bob doesn't go too far away, so I can start letting loose on him. All right, last one. Here we go. Right foot forward, left foot back, weight is on the left leg, parry left, parry right, step out, drive, and go. Now I'm going to try to knock Mike the camera guy off camera over while doing this, since he's standing on our stack. Alrighty, let's see if we can get him. He's feeling it. All right, back to it, faster now. Even speeding it up, focus on stepping the heel out and rotating, driving your body weight into this. Cover tight. You don't need to go wide with these. Keep it tight, whoosh, and fast. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, gather, go. Shift your body weight, 1, and drive into it. Shift your body weight, go. Make sure you cover. 3, 2, all right, guys, brush knee, push step. I hope you enjoyed that. So far, we've had some pretty good feedback and positive comments from folks in YouTube land about these video series, so I'm glad people are liking it. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Leave your comments below, especially if you train Tai Chi or have trained Tai Chi and you have practiced it like this or haven't. I want to know what your thoughts are. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.